How do I start videos again? It's so much easier to start videos when I'm recording, not on stream. Hey, welcome to Roar of the Godwyrm. More cards have been revealed since the last time. Let's talk about it. What happened to me? How did I suddenly forget how to do videos? I can't speak anymore. Okay, Metatron, 2 play point 1/4 ward. Fanfare, deal 1 damage to the enemy leader, restore 1 defense to your leader. At the end of your turn, if you have more Evo points, gain an empty play point orb. Dude, this is just Ramiel again. It's Ramiel with more defensive stats and the Fanfare of Io, which is kind of crazy. It doesn't have effect immunity like Ramiel does, which does make it easier to counter in some respects. But I think the higher defensive stat makes up for that by quite a bit. I think this is a really good card. This is a really, really broken card. People are gonna play this. People are definitely gonna play this. Yeah, it's just Ramiel 2. Goodness gracious. I vote for 1. We're not doing the votes today because this is my laptop and I haven't set it up. Anyway, Orcas the Limitless, new Portal Legendary. 6/5/5, fuses puppets. Whenever cards are fused to this card, summon a puppet and give it +1 attack. Fanfare, if it's fused with at least 1, summon Lloyd. If fused with 3, evolve the Lloyd and this follower. And on evolve, puppets gain Storm. And this card has Storm too. And Ward. And locks opponent followers. Wait, Yo, wait, hold up. I need to sneeze. This card is so good, it makes me literally sick. What the hell? So you storm puppets and gain like 7/7 plus 4/6 in stats. That also has storm and ward and locks and is a what the hell? And it uses the puppets you've used, so you don't actually use any resources up with the fusion. What? This card is insane. This card is really, really strong. Oh my god. Puppet is coming back in a big, big way, dude. Yeah, and Enhanced Puppet also gets Storm off of this effect. Holy smokes. So, Artifact was pushed in the last release, and now they're pushing Puppet again. I mean, there you go. There you have it. Okay, so far, these two are nuts. I wonder if that's gonna carry on with the rest of the cards you take a look at here. Doomlord of the Abyss. This is actually a card that I technically revealed. Hello. I revealed this on the 6th anniversary stream, if you guys tuned in to watch that. Doomlord of the Abyss, it fuses blood cards, and then when you fuse it, it changes the card's cost to 6, but you can only fuse if Vengeance is active. And then it has Storm, deal X damage to all other followers, which is your leader's defense, and then your leader's defense drops to 1. And then on Evo, you have damage immunity until the start of your next turn, which is pretty fun. So this card seems really risky, but if you pair it with Urias, you just take no damage, right? Because of the Urias face shield. So you take no damage because of Urias, then you Doomlord, clear the board, go face, and this damage immunity effect is really strong because you can counter even like, okay, outside case. It technically counters D-Shift, but like, you know what I mean, right? It just counters your opponent's win condition because you just become immune for a turn. It's a lot like Zoe in that respect. And there's no downside as long as you have a face shield with Urias up. And Urias isn't rotating out, Urias is Renaissance Chronicle, so it's still in there. So I'm pretty sure you can make this work with Urias. I'm pretty sure you can make this work with Urias. So that's I think it's alright. It's a little bit of a investment, you know. You have to be in Vengeance first to fuse, but you can activate Vengeance in many cheat ways nowadays. So there's that, like Lieselot, right? And then it's huge. It completely flips the tempo. You clear their board, go face, and you get immunity. I don't know, dude. I think this is underrated. I think this is pretty sick, and has the potential for a lot of cool combos. Namely with Urias, and then if there's anything else in the future that enables this too. Okay. Departed Soultaker. This is a new one. 947. Summon copies of allied Shadowcraft followers of different costs until your area is full. Oh, that have been destroyed this match. Last word, summon a copy of this follower. This card sucks. It's a fanfare. Doesn't activate when you reanimate it, right? It's a 9 cost with no accelerate. And it's random Shadowcraft followers. You can build your deck to a way where it summons followers that are desirable for you. But I just don't think it's worth it whatsoever. Because it's so expensive. It's so restrictive. And there's just so many better things in Shadow. Chat is saying it could be good if you get like Laura back. Or Lara, sorry, so you can reduce it to 0. Most cards, if you reduce it to 0, are playable. I will say. But I just think this is a pretty trash card. Until we see more support for it, my opinion of this card is very low. And I think Shadow has way better cards to play. Nice Evo stats? Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, that's the one redeeming quality. Okay. Next. Quick Blader. Storm Evolve can attack twice. You can actually deal a lot of damage with this if you just buff it, right? What are good buffers in Sword right now? Is it just Forge Weaponry? If it's just Forge Weaponry, then maybe not. But, you know, you could just play this in Aggro Rally, too. So, it's Power-Crept Bloodwolf, bro. For Mars? Okay, chat, don't get crazy. I think you just play this in Aggro Rally for the most part. It's a good follower. It's a Storm that has the potential to also be in OTK decks in the future. So I think this is really good, but very basic, very basic. Okay. Water Fairy is back. As Aqua Fairy. Fanfare and last words put a fairy into your hand. I have no idea how to judge Forest, man. Because Sekka is leaving and Arya is leaving, so what does Forest even do? I guess this card is good. Like, it's not a bad card. It's just better Water Fairy. And you can fuse into Tree of Wonders with it. What does Shining Valkyrie do? 5/2/5. Put 2 fairies. Give them Fanfare, deal 3 damage to a random enemy follower. Has Storm, which is fantastic. Gain +1 attack for every 2 allied fairies in play or in your hand. Okay, this guy can get pretty big. Evolve also summons a fairy. And evolves it. Hey, this card is really good! This card is really good! So you're a fairy deck now, huh? It's all around generating the fairies so that Shining Valkyrie can go face for a lot of damage. Brilliant Fairy also could work with this. It's so sad, man. Imagine if you had Arya as well. Then it would be over the edge, I guess. Well, if we're thinking that Shining Valkyrie is a good card. And if we're thinking that Shining Valkyrie is Forest's new win condition, then Aqua Fairy is a good card too. It generates 2 fairies for 1, and you can fuse it into Tree of Wonders. Yeah, this is a good card. Hello, this is Future Igni with 4 more new cards as well. Sorcerer of 7 Forces, 8 play point, 2/8 Runecraft Legendary. Fanfare, if you have any followers in your hand, discard 1 and draw a card. Whenever you play a spell, if it's the 7th spell you've played this turn, deal 20 damage to the enemy leader. Okay. Evolve, change the cost of all spells in your hand that originally cost 3 play points to 0. Whenever you play a spell, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you basically want to have a hand full of cheap spells, evolve this on 8, and then instantly win, I suppose. It could be a good card. You do have to build around it, and it does OTK, unless they have a damage shield, right? But what is this card doing, I guess, that Runecraft doesn't already do? Like, I think all of their archetypes already OTK by 8 anyway. I guess this is an interesting new deck and a new win condition for them, but I feel like most of their decks right now, currently, can already achieve victory on turn 8 or even earlier. Like, you know, Spell Boost Kuon with Elements of Creation, yada yada. Plus, it can be a little tricky too. You know, like I said, if they have damage shield, this one giant burst will do nothing. And then the deck building restriction around it as well. Plus the fact that sometimes you need targets for your spells in Rune too. And if they just don't have anything on board, you could be screwed out of an OTK on that turn too. It is the centerpiece of a new kind of OTK for Rune, which is cool. But we'll just have to see if it's any better than what they currently have. Next, Crusaders Rally and Cry, 2 play point amulet for Haven. It's basically Beast Call Aria, summoning a Holy Falcon and Tiger on countdown 3, but it also has the fanfare where if you have at least 5 allied amulets destroyed, it deals 3 to a random enemy follower, restores 3 to your leader, and subtracts 2 from this countdown. So they really are making Amulet a thing. They're pushing it with both Vajra Champion in the last mini, then plus this. I mean, it's a good amulet. It's definitely one of the better amulets Haven's got in a while, especially since it plays into the same amulet win condition on its fanfare. So early on, it's good. It's just a Beast Call Aria clone. Later on, it's valuable too for heal. It's not just a brick late game. It's just better Beast Call Aria, and if Amulet Haven is coming back in a way, then this is probably going to see play in that list. You know, Beast Call Aria is a good card, and this is just that plus 11. So, and you know, the Vajra Champion Meowsker's deck is not that. It's not great, but it's playable. So if they are going to be supporting that archetype to the point where it becomes meta, then that's an interesting direction for them to go, I suppose. After so long of Ward and Heal Haven, amulets are finally coming back, I guess. Aurelia Gloria Saber, 5/2/6 commander for sword. Ward, Rally 7, evolve, can't be targeted by enemy effects. On strike, when it's evolved, it restores this follower's defense and recovers a play point, and it can attack twice in a turn. This is just this follower is so good. It's a very strong follower. Rally 7 is trivially easy for sword to accomplish. You just get a 4/8 untargetable, and it's actually a 3-cost 4/8 untargetable because you recover play points. Oh my lord. And it's got huge defensive stats. By the time it's double traded, because it restores its defense, right? On strike, though. So after the second strike, it will have taken some damage, I suppose. Because strike is before damage calcs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But still, big body, free evo, solid standalone follower. It's very, very good. Tile is back. 2/2/2. Okay, resonance support. If resonance is active for you, draw a card. So if you have resonance active, you draw a card, make it inactive. Then you evolve it. It puts a random portal follower that costs 2 or less from your deck into play. Okay. So you could get Yuan from that. And then your resonance becomes active again. And then at the end of your turn, a 1-cost gets put into play. And you're out of resonance again. And then on the next turn, you draw a card and you're in resonance again. So this is a single card, activate resonance like a bajillion times. And resonance might be coming back in a big way, I guess, for Portal. A lot of the resonance tools are still in the format, right? Between Magna Zero. Is Magna Zero rotating out? I'm actually not sure on that. But, you know, Yuan's still in for sure as well. Resonance Portal? And I mean, this card is solid. It's a 2/2/2 that draws a card and floods the board when you evolve it. It reminds me of Otherworld Gatekeeper, but with better stats and cheaper. And it supports the Resonance Wincon, man. I think it's good. So far, I've been pretty happy with most of the cards revealed in this set, other than Departed Soultaker. So, yeah, the cards revealed thus far have been super hype. We'll just have to see if it carries on into the silvers and bronzes as well. Well, that's it for this video. Like it if you did, don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Shadowverse content in the very near future, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.